Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om. In these 4 days, 20, 21st, 22nd and 23rd of February, we shall look into what exactly is meditation. That is my topic. Now, I will not give a big, क्या बोलते हैं, तेजी से lecture नहीं दूंगा. Very slowly we will go what is meditation is first of all. So इससे पहले we have to learn many things. Many things we need to know before we actually embark our journey into meditation. Today, meditation has become a very fascinating word. Everyone wants to meditate. There is so much is going on in the world. And there are lakhs and lakhs of techniques of meditation. Lakhs and lakhs of techniques of meditation. So many yogas are there. So many, there is a huge books are there on, not written by somebody, but then Shastra, exclusive on different techniques of meditations, very deep. So, keeping all that knowledge, in the background, we must also simplify to the extent possible, and we will be studying the meditation which is given in the Vedanta, techniques of Vedanta. So first of all, what is meditation? Simple meditation means what? Dhyanam namatu. There are so many things are there. Say, but simple thing is abiding in one's own self is true meditation. That is the highest definition. Meaning, to be who you really are is called the state of meditation. To be, a great master always tells to his students after the class, go, be who you really are. My blessings. Every Mahayogi, great Mahatma, he always says, go and be who you really are. I love you, I bless you. That's how he ends the talk. I love you, I bless you. Go be who you really are. Think. And he also says another mantra, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Similar to what Puja Gurudev said, hasten slowly. as in slowly. Now see, first of all, there are two aspects of meditation. One is noun aspect of meditation, other is verb aspect of meditation. We'll go very slow. Noun aspect and verb aspect. Noun aspect is that you just be who you really are, that you know that you exist, you are aware, you are existent, Sat. You are not an insentient, you are conscious of yourself, therefore Chit. And when there is no thoughts, there are no thoughts in the mind, you yourself discover that you are that bliss for which we are all running after different worldly objects. So, just to be, and not easy, that's the highest goal. To discover who we really are, or just to be, or abiding in one's own self, is the noun aspect of meditation. Right? So that is the goal. You just want to be here. That Om in BMI chart. So we want to be like that. Now, the moment we have understood what is the meditation to be as our own self. Now we know that I am the body. I am the body, we know. I am the mind, we know. I am my thoughts, I know. But I am that pure awareness, exclusive of all this, I don't know. I don't know that. So I have to filter it out. Right? So that is noun aspect of meditation, is the goal. That is just to be. Like Tapon Maharaj, just to be. As Master says, go and be who you really are. That Master again also says, great Guru, that Guru says that when I use somewhere Master or Guru, a great spiritual being, that's what I mean. It could be Gurudev, it could be many other saints and sages. So, that that when they give meditation techniques, go you who be really are. That is always guidance he gives. So, when that is our goal is to be, how to be is a question, and why to be. First of all, why? What is meditation? We just saw. Highest meditation is what? Noun aspect of meditation is just to be. Okay? Now, verb aspect of meditation. Second is verb, kriya. Is that unique activity in the mind which eventually dissolves the thoughts. Very interesting, no? Contradiction. Because thought is an action. Manasam kriya. What is mind? Thoughts are produced. Every thought is what? It's a manasam kriya. It's an action going on in the mind. Now, I initiate such a process, conscious process with high degree of alertness. I initiate a process which that process eventually consumes the thoughts. In our process of, what is our process of general thoughts? Tell me. Our thoughts are directed towards the world, and they multiply. They don't dissolve. Think. So when you go to a temple, you had darshan of Lord. You come across somebody and he says, that temple have you been to? You say, I don't know. You must visit that also. So this darshan has led me to another activity of going to another temple. Or in worldly activities, what we do? Our thoughts are multiplying in leaps and bounds. They are growing in geometric progression. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. They are not dissolving. So one activity in the mind initiate, thoughts multiply. Right? But then other, what is a meditation? Verb aspect of meditation. I initiate an activity, right, which eventually consume the thoughts, which eventually lead us to the dissolution of the thoughts. That activity which dissolves it's an activity. You are initiating an activity. But eventually they dissolve the mind. That is meditation, called verb aspect of meditation. अब देखिए, एक उदाहरण देता हूँ, क्योंकि can you show me an example? Yes, we can. Best example, which is all experienced by all of us, is in the night when we prepare to sleep. You initiate a thought process to sleep. You initiate a process. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. It's a thought. You prepare to sleep. Whatever it is, you want to free the mind. What do? In kitchen work, in some other work, this work I will complete quickly, I want to sleep. This work I will complete quickly, I want to sleep. जल्दी खा लेंगे, सो जाएंगे. जल्दी बर्तन धोना है, कल के लिए तो रख धो के अभी रख देंगे. या सब्जी काटने, जल्दी काट के सो जाएंगे. भैया ये सब करेंगे. बच्चों को जो देना है दे के सो जाएंगे. Now all that, and then ultimately you say, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. You initiate a thought. That thought to sleep is helping you in dissolving that thought and making you to enter into deep sleep state. Now tell me, is it not an activity? It is. But what did it do? It dissolved the thoughts. No, that thought process which dissolves the mind, not multiplies the mind, the thoughts, which dissolves the mind is the verb aspect of meditation. Right? So, very people practically means they speak the truth, but they don't lay any ladder. And they say that there is one thing, you are that already, you are that already. You have been listening, kuch hoga? You are that, you are that, you are that. Just be. Kuch karna, kuch nahi hai. So that is the wrong definition. So meditation is, one is noun aspect, other is verb aspect. You understand verb aspect of meditation? Now, another important point. This verb aspect of meditation, ध्यान से सुनना, very careful listen. The kind of thoughts that you generate consciously in meditation eventually the result is the dissolution of the thoughts, dissolving the mind. The process must and should have a scriptural sanction. Why? Because rishis, they were the masters of this subject. So they know what kind of thoughts, when generated with awareness, with alertness, with consciousness, with consciously, with regularity, with sincerity, eventually the thoughts dissolve and disappear. So they are called scriptures dealt with it. Rishis have given that process. So that process we have to follow. Because they are the masters, they gave. What is that? It's a contradiction, no? You want to be freed from thoughts. Through what? By initiating a thought. That is the beauty of meditation. Okay, now, Gurudev Ban Shankaracharya says, for which Bhagavan Shankaracharya in his Bhashya says, what is Dhyanam Namatu? Tulya Pratyaya Santatihi Atat Pratyayaihi Asankirna Shastra Vishaya Alambanacha. What is that? Tulya Pratyaya Santati. Santati means what? Continuity. Santana, continuity. इसलिए हिंदी में कपड़े के लिए क्या तान, एक तान, continuity of the cloth. So tulya pratyaya means thought. Tulya means similar. So continuity of similar thoughts, right? Atat pratyayaihi asankirana. It is not cut by the other dissimilar thoughts. The Gurudev used to say, like, you know, somebody is meditating on Bhagavan Ram, Ayodhya Ram, recently now installed. Aha Bhagavan, Ayodhya Ram, Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ayodhya Vasi Ram. Now, Ayodhya Vasi Ram, I am remembering the God. Then suddenly I remembered my friend Ram, who also happens to be in Ayodhya. Think. He is not Ram staying other place. He is also in Ayodhya only. You go to Ayodhya, how many people must be having Ram? They are also Ayodhya Vasi Ram only. So when I started Ayodhya Vasi Ram, my focus was on Bhagavan Ramji. Slowly, unknowingly, the other thought came and cut this continuity of this thought. The chain was cut. And this should not happen. Think. But that happens for all of us. Second point. So, continuity of, I'm going slow, so slow I'm going. Continuity of similar thoughts, not cut by dissimilar thoughts other than this thought flow. Third is, where are the thoughts going towards? Okay, thoughts are flowing, but where? Towards an object of meditation. And that object must and should have a scriptural sanction. Suppose you take up your own thing, meditation, not sanctioned by scripture, you may land up there on which you are concentrating, not on the object of meditation as indicated by the scriptures. You can meditate. We do meditation on घर. मिलता क्या आपको? घर. Meditation on car. What do you get? Car. If your meditation is fruitful and you are eligible for it, when can you think of car? First, you must have enough money, good job to clear the loan every month, EMI. This is eligibility criteria. Then parking space, very essential. You know, when Noida was planned, nobody parked any. They were planned, all the roads are, vehicles are on the road only. They never planned. They never thought that this will grow like this. Everybody will have 2-3 cars in every house. They never thought. So you must have a car space, parking lot, enough money to clear EMIs, for which you must have a good job, 3. And you must also know driving, or enough money to keep a driver, and all the more, is there any need for it or not? This is called eligibility criteria. You ask a credit card, they will say annual income kitna hai. That depending on that, we will issue the higher cards, where every month you should spend this much, annual spend should be this much, otherwise the card will be withdrawn, or the benefits will be withdrawn. So eligibility criteria required. So having set eligibility criteria, then if I start meditating on an object which has a scriptural sanction and producing similar thoughts, not allowing that thought flow to be disrupted by dissimilar thoughts, and if I practice for a long time, eventually there is a lot of process involved. Eventually the mind is transcended and one gets established in one's own being, one's own self, that and there abiding in that self is meditation. Right. Remember, just because you desire, it doesn't mean you deserve it. So, everyone desires meditation. Are we deserving it? Number one. And we always want to directly into samadhi. So therefore, who is eligible for meditation? स्वामी जी बोल दीजिए, कल से आना या नहीं आना हम डिसाइड कर लेंगे. Okay. Initial preparations are absolutely necessary, which were dealt in Bhagavad Gita. Initial means, don't think that asana bichana, that is a process only. Initial preparation for meditation session on that day. Chailajana Pushottaram, how to sit and then how to focus, and then Dharayan Achalan Dhruvam, all that, head and neck, all these instructions are given before meditation. I am not talking about that. I am talking about preparation even to launch meditation in our lives. Without that preparation, meditation becomes a joke, a time waste involvement. It doesn't yield any result. And moreover, it may yield depression. Dejection. You may say, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं होता है, मैं 25 साल से कर रहा हूँ, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. उसका भी जवाब है वहाँ. But then see, okay, why it is nothing is you are not, why? Because initial preparation is ignored. Now see, meditation is highest form of concentration, not ordinary concentration, highest form of concentration. That is meditation. So to achieve that highest form of concentration, concentration means what? Focus. As I told you, no other thoughts disturb. You get absorbed. You are reading a book, you are absorbed into the book contents without remembering anything of the outer world. Even somebody kept, Gurudev says, somebody brought, you asked coffee before you started reading a book. You asked that your wife or somebody said, please get me a coffee. And you started reading the book and she kept the coffee there. She said, hello, coffee rakha maine, rakhi idhar rakhi gayi hai, le lijiye coffee. You replied, wahi rakh do. But so much absorbed, and you said wahi rakh do, but that also mechanically replied somebody. In the book, you forgot about coffee completely. And after reading half an hour or 1 hour, without looking at it on the table, you scream, मैंने पूछा कॉफी दिया नहीं. She says, I kept 1 hour before. That is meditation. Now, we switch on mobile next to our meditation seat. I am sure you are not even checked mobiles now. घंटी बज गए तो आपका बैंड बज जाएगा अभी. चेक कर लेना अभी. Better to avoid receiving scoldings. बैठते हैं. So we get disturbed. So therefore, 3 things, highest form of concentration can be achieved only when the thought flow, the flood, Niagara waterfalls called thoughts, are brought to a bare minimum to handle easily. The gushing thoughts, floods, tsunami, what can we concentrate? You close your eyes and I ask long back, one great master. At some time of in my life, for about some time, I found that when I close my eyes, so many thoughts are gushing. All remembrances of pending work, that work, this work, so many things. The moment I close, I experience huge gush of thoughts. Opened my eyes, I felt peace. Shanti. The moment you close, you listen all kinds of sounds and thoughts and waves and slashing at you. Get drowned in that. Open. So I dare not look into my mind. होता है कि नहीं? To look into my mind, I have no dare. I mean, I'm not daring. What did I say? Concentration, highest form of concentration is meditation, for which thoughts should be minimal right? Then only you can concentrate. Now what is happening? Thought gushes. So to prepare for meditation, I must address this gush of thoughts. And remember, do you get disturbed in the meditation or in general in the mind about an object which you have never seen, never heard, never talked about by anybody to you, you never had any knowledge about it, or even the possibility of existence of such an object? Will you be disturbed by that object? No. No, question is, what are we disturbed by? In earlier interactions, till that moment of my life, to what all, all interactions which I was glued to, got pasted, they got pasted in my heart, in my mind. They alone disturb us. So, two things. We have an option. Whatever thought we get in meditation, right? So, we were in one way, somewhere or the other, related to that thought or object of the thought. Number one. So, two things we can do. Either we get disturbed by the thoughts and fight with them. ये नहीं चाहिए, वो नहीं चाहिए, ये नहीं चाहिए, वो नहीं चाहिए. Pushing thoughts, fighting with them. Or thank the mind for throwing up onto the surface the garbage that it had in its womb, letting me know what kind of nonsense is in me. Lusty thought, angry thought, greedy thought, comparison, jealousy, hatred, depression, suppression, dejection, responsibilities, burden, anger, resentment. Oh, thank you, mind, for letting me know what you carry in your own womb. So I have to address this. This is my bima. It's a diagnostic report. If you get scared to go through diagnostic report, then you are allowing the diseases to grow in you. One day explode. So if it is inside your diagnosis, this is your blood report, urine report, culture report, this report, that report, diabetes report, all these things. Biopsy report. This is what is there in your body. So, one thing, I can thank that the Lord and doctor in diagnostic that I came to know what is the problem in me, or deny it, fight with it, or get suppress it, or ignore it, or get scared by it, and consequences of them. Which is better? Now, how to reduce the gush of thoughts? The first question. Then only I can concentrate, no? Are you all with me? So don't come to meditation session directly. We are given a boarding pass and made us sit in the flight and take off. So we practice, of course, but understand what is it actually. And whatever you talk about is very less only. Now, how to reduce? So therefore, the quantity of thoughts are to be reduced. Quantity. In ghar mein, maybe with 1 liter doodh peda you can make. Maybe 2 liters. Can you make 100 liter milk doodh peda in the house? बनाते ना? Not possible. So when quantity is increasing, you cannot control. It becomes difficult. When diabetes is HbA1c about 6 crossed, you can control. 15, more hard work is required to control it. Think. So initially it's easy to handle. More thoughts. So I already told you what kind of thoughts come to us. They let you know what you really are as a psychological personality. Now, how to reduce these thoughts? Therefore, the quantity of thoughts is reduced by karma yoga. Now listen. Again, don't get, we are addicted to listen to such words and we feel we know. No. Especially Indians. Karma yoga में हाँ सब जानते कर्म योग कर्म करो पता नहीं क्या है. I go on one aspect of it. Now, what is karma yoga? Reduces the quantity of thoughts. Why? Because what does karma yoga say? That you do your actions, what you are supposed to do, you work, and do not get attached to be anxious about the future and results. They come according to your own destiny. The result is depending on so many other factors also, other than your work. If it is directly my work and my result, no problem, you can expect. But in between, so many things work. I sowed the seed. You have done your job. What about rain? What about environment? What about sunlight? Maybe you have sown the best seed, but the ground is wrong ground, wrong soil, not supporting that kind of a seed. Like a dates in India, you cannot, desert only they need. Soil quality. You say, I have done my job. Other factors, and you did not fence it. So, there are so many other factors, and your destiny is not good, that all the neighbors will always get a thought to steal the crop. Why? Is your karma. But they get thought, because they are not outside you, they are you in another form. So Krishna says, because too difficult to calculate the intermediate causes, contributory causes to the karmic result. Difficult. So don't think about them. Why you cannot think? You have seen political leaders, the stage on which they are standing, the stage collapsed. क्या भरोसा है? So that is intermediate cause, they could not calculate. हमारे हाथ में है ही नहीं. So Krishna says, why bother on those things which is not possible for you to calculate? So stick to your duty, karma, kartavya karma, do it well, and leave the result to me. I will take care. Just don't get attached to the fruit. So it is not in your control directly. It is not directly related to your effort only. So how does Karma Yoga reduce the quantity of thoughts? Because of our detachment or non-attachment to the fruit, right? They are not getting stuck in your mental cosmos. So the more the thoughts enter the mind, they become a cluster. When the cluster of thoughts are more in the mind, there is some kind of inherent pressure. The cluster of thoughts more in the mind creates an inherent pressure which can explode. So free the mind. Don't make it frozen. Don't pump into a lot of thoughts and make a solid mind. So let lesser and lesser thoughts only wander in the mental cosmos by not attaching yourself to the fruit of the karma. Any attachment to the fruit is inviting a thought, a solid thought to get attached or get settled in your mental cosmos, which creates an amount of pressure. So, don't take it seriously, but sincerely you must take. More number of our life that we have lived, more attachments, more cluster, more density of thoughts, more worries, less chance for meditation. I want to glide, I just want... Moreover, anxiety kills. So Karma Yoga, when you do practice, lesser and lesser thoughts are getting stuck in your mental cosmos. The density is reduced, quantity is reduced, so you can handle whatever the lesser thoughts are available in number. Eventually you have to empty them. You may be attached to subtler things, not the grosser things. Easy to give up attachment to an object, maybe, because you heard Vedanta. Difficult to give up attachment to your idea. I always observe this in our meetings, wherever I am. People are attached to their own ideas, concepts, ideologies, rules, regulations, processes. They can't give up. So such things will remain. They are to be cleaned later on. So first Karma Yoga you practice, quantity is reduced. What is meditation? Highest form of concentration. That is possible only when less number of thoughts are there in the mind. Less disturbances. More disturbances, Niagara waterfalls, not possible meditation. Done? Therefore, quantity is reduced. Now, when the quantity is reduced, then second is quantity is reduced by Karma Yoga, not by Karma. Karma Yoga. Karma to be transformed into Yoga. Karam karo, Karma Yoga karna hai. कर्म सब लोग करते हैं, but are you transforming the karma into karma yoga? First part, cluster is reduced, density is reduced, mind is little free, there is a breathing space for the mind. Done? Next, when the limited thoughts are there, less number of thoughts are there, then you must start purifying them. So the process of purity begins. Easy to purify. Why? Less number of thoughts are there. So how do we purify? So purification is done through upasana or bhakti. That's why in people say elders, some houses, some families only they guide their children. इसको कहते हैं धन शुद्धि. धन की शुद्धि हो जाए. धन की शुद्धि क्या है? By donating, by offering to a saint and sage, by offering to some poor people, by offering to a temple, donation, charity, धन की शुद्धि हो जाता है. So they say every time that you earn, that should be purified, dhana shuddhi, by donation. I'll give you one example. 99.99 professions in the world, the way they get money, right? Suppose you are working in an hospital, a senior doctor. Whose money you are getting as a salary? Patient's money. Are they giving wholeheartedly or in pain? In pain. Every note, every money that you earn is carrying the sorrow of the patients. Don't get scared. It is not that joyful money that you are holding. Similarly, all industries you take. People, hardly any percentage can pay the school fees. Everybody is struggling, borrowing, with sorrow, with great difficulty. So in that money, their hard-earned money, there is a sorrow in it, difficulties in it, struggle in it. That money is carried by that. They are not giving joyfully. Got scared? That is the truth. Even you take insurance payment, insurance pay very clearly happily, a medical insurance or life insurance or any insurance you take. Joyfully giving where? So our earning also dhana shuddhi karni chahiye. So when you do this bhakti bhava, upasana, devoted to the devotion to the Lord, some kind of japa, some kind of anushtan, some kind of discipline, love, kindness, compassion towards the people around you, then the mind purifies. So every thought, whatever left out thoughts, with Karma Yoga, you have got the technique of not making your mind into a dense mind, cluster. You got a technique now. You are living but not allowing it, the mind to get disturbed, to enter into that thought, by non-attachment. Quantity reduced, quality is improved because of bhakti, upasana. Upasana, Guru upasana. You do service to Guru, it's upasana. Gurudev wrote a letter to me when I was studying degree. A lot of letters I used to write to Gurudev. In a way I should disturb him. But he was patiently answering every letter. So, in every letter, I used to end that letter with a prayer. Every letter, a prayer is a must. My prayer is a common prayer. Oh Gurudev, I think like this only. Oh Gurudev, please give me strength and capacity and all necessary qualifications to serve my master. Thousands and thousands of prostrations at thy lotus feet. So and so. So one day it so happened that I never used to write the back page letter. So fresh page only. This prayer happened to be all on the second page. First page the content is over. Something I communicated. So second page we saw not PTO, turnover, other page. He saw the prayer. Now he knew that prayer comes. Every time the letter has to end with a prayer. So he marked 2 lines there. And he teared that and sent it to me back by commenting. I said, no, please give me necessary qualities to serve my master. He said, you have them. Strengthen them by regular japa and dhyan. Strengthen them by your regular japa and dhyan. I may be around 20-year-old, 21-year-old at that time. Maybe 22, I don't know. That's the date of that letter. Anyway. Therefore, upasana, Guru Bhakti, Guru Seva purifies. Bhakti element. You may contribute something. With attachment, problem creates. More and more cluster comes. Without attachment, you are relieved. But thought may not be purified. I am detached. But there is no love, kindness, softness is not there in behavior. The beauty of personality is not there. So bhakti is to be included. When the purification of thoughts are happening to a larger extent, then you have to direct the thought flow towards your own self in meditation. That becomes easy. Less thoughts, purified thoughts. So then I can direct them towards the object of meditation without much disturbance. Still disturbances will be there, but I can handle them. I give household examples. On a normal day, normal Sunday, you get up leisurely. I am talking of mothers. There is no tension and pressure. Normal Sunday. They make tea, coffee, आराम से नाश्ता जो भी है आराम से बन जाता है. But see the same lady between Monday and Friday. The kitchen mood. कोई चाय मांगता है, कॉफ़ी मांगता है, कोई चटनी मांगता है, कोई बच्चा बोलता है मेरा शर्ट घूम गया, शर्ट कहाँ है, मेरा किताब में मिल नहीं रहा है, मेरा सॉक्स नहीं मिलता है, husband says something else and this lady has to attend to everybody and see or observe her mind. She can't handle multiple thoughts. Similarly in meditation, if we don't reduce our thoughts through karma yoga and purify them, at once we need to attend. Mind demands, ego demands, so many thoughts they put. टक 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 डालते रहते हैं. Then one day, no, I cannot sit for meditation. Better get up and do work. Tuck, and ego feels I am successful in disturbing this guy. Then ego celebrates. बात आ गई तो बोल देता हूँ. बट वाई शुड यू स्ट्रगल बिटवीन मंडे टू फ्राइडे ऑल्सो? नो नीड इफ यू गेट अप अर्ली मॉर्निंग. 4 o'clock, excellent. 5:30 फूड इज डन, टेकन बाथ, दीप जलाया, खाना बन गया. 5:36 एवरीथिंग इज रेडी. व्हाट ए वंडरफुल लाइफ इट इज. अब उठते हो 9 बजे. अब कैसे चलेगा काम? सो दिस क्लस्टर ऑल्सो यू आर क्रिएटिंग, नो? सो दिस 3 techniques are important. Okay? Now, for which I'll start some first technique I'll give you. Then remember, it's not that karma yoga first 20-30 years, then upasana 20-30 years, then meditation. ऐसा नहीं होना है. दिन में all the 3 things are to be packed. Karma, jnana and karma, bhakti and jnana. Bhakti is underlying thought of every activity. Whatever action we are doing with karma yoga, and by next day morning meditation attempt. So all the 3 simultaneously should be applied, not one after one. Like 4 stove होता है ना, एक में चौंक लग रहा है, एक में चावल बन रहा है, एक में रोटी बन रहा है, एक में सब्जी बन रही है. टका टक कर दो, उसमें क्या है? Not at one after one. Need not be. So integrate them. When I am in the waking plane, waking world moving, karma yoga application. In every interaction, in every thought, purify bhakti, love, kindness, compassion, dedication to Guru. And on seat of meditation, exclusive focus, trying to control the mind, not suppress the mind, regulate the mind. A great master has used regulate the mind. I don't want to use control the mind. He said control, he said control means it's like a pashu control. No, I am not controlling a pashu here. I am regulating the mind. Great master. So all things to be done simultaneously. Okay? Now, some more introduction I'll give you tomorrow. Today we'll start a little first technique of I'm not going into directly into eligibility, no? Okay, next one. So in general, what we need to know in this book, you can read later on, don't read now. Generally, what we need to know is what is meditation. A little bit we saw today. Who is meditator? Nature of the meditator, that we can see later on. What is the object of meditation? Your own higher self. In a deeper meditation, at upasana level, object must have some sanction, scriptural sanction. इसमें बहुत सारे उपासना है, प्रतीक उपासना, संपद उपासना. I am not scaring you with these technical terms now, but let us see later on. If it is required, it will come out. Then, what are the obstacles in meditation? Then, what are the means to remove them, those obstacles? And what are the fruits of meditation? Remember, Anybody can tell that enlightenment will happen in 1 year, 6 months, 4 days. It is all. Don't believe that. Okay? If you are like a Vivekananda, touch of Ramakrishna is enough. Once Puja Gurudev was giving talks on Vivek Chudamani, he would have this BMI chart like that, a pointer like this he used to have. And if there was no table and all that day, he was just side table hota hai. He was holding the book and torch and then legs spread forward like this. Ek upar ek laga. Then Gurudev was talking. He himself is talking. Then some sloka comes. He said, Gurudev said, "Oh Guru, please bless me. I will be enlightened." Vivekananda was touched by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He placed his hand on Vivekananda's head and Vivekananda got illumined. "Oh Guru, you also keep your hand on my head. I will also realize. Please do it." And Gurudev suddenly changed his tone and said, "Are you Vivekananda? My toe will do." Very shocked, very serious. "Are you Vivekananda? My toe will do." Like a हाथ पैर उठा के like दिखाया, toe दिखाया सर. My toe will do. I don't have to put my hand on your head. One kick is enough. Are you Vivekananda? So किसी को कुछ हो गया. And one more thing. No experience is realization. कुछ दिख गया. So good. It's not that I'm not discouraging them. These are the different paths are there. Okay, that's all fine. But that is not the final, because who is a meditator? Who is a seer? Still you are there, no? Experiencer is different from the experienced. Therefore, you are not that. You may get subtle experiences, but that is not nothing spiritual. It may indicate some kind of purity in your mind, may indicate. But that is not the complete, because mind is still there. So don't get fascinated by listening to such books and reading books and talks and all. मेरे को कुछ हो गया, ये कुछ नहीं होता, ऐसा कुछ पागलपना है. You don't know whether the person is acting or really far funny. The Brahman is, that's why Jnanam is necessary. Okay, don't get fascinated by these things in meditation and all. Okay, now. So these are all things required. So effortless awareness of our own self is meditation. As Puja Guruji mentions this way, effortless awareness of our own higher self, the self, is meditation. Asan Siddha Vastu, it is called. Siddha Vastu means what? Already it is there. Okay, now let us, just for today, I'll instruct something now. So close your eyes, everyone, sit straight. This is the first step only. First step. Because to begin the meditation, the first step I am giving you. So be comfortable and close your gently eyes. Don't put any pressure on your eyes region by pressing them deep closely. See that your cheeks and face is relaxed, muscles are relaxed. Don't tighten anywhere. And just sit straight. And I'll just tell you one technique. In the lumbar region, lower region, little bend it forward, maybe little, then you'll be comfortable. Because if you completely back, try to be straight, the back pain will come. The lower, bend the lower portion of the spine, little bit forward, that makes you comfortable. And if you are already back pain, back issues, you can take little support, but then even you take support, keep the spine erect. Spine, neck and head to be erect, to be straight, first point. Now, this is called practice of posture, first one. This is the first step in meditation. So, can I hold the body in this posture for a couple of minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes? Very comfortable. To the extent that we must forget the presence of our body. That is the higher step, not now. That is eventually, that should be the result. But now, keep your feet together and comfortable, otherwise could be comfortable. Arms resting, them on your thighs or on the chair handle. Relax them, don't tighten them. And have a pleasant countenance within. Be peaceful and no hurry. And hold right intention inside. Right intention. And pray to Guru, your Ishtadevata. Now, having kept the body in this position, now today our job is just experience the steadiness of the body. Become extremely conscious of your body only. Now feel the presence of your toes, toe and fingers, feet, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs, hips, stomach region, waist, chest, throat, shoulders, elbow, palms, fingers, lips, cheeks, nose, ears, forehead, head. If anywhere any disturbance is there, discomfort is there, you can set that portion right now itself. Now, be conscious of your body. Just feel. If required, run from toe to the head, slowly, part by part. Make the mind move. Again, head to toe. Feel every part of your body. Be present to every part of your body. Feel the fingers, feet, ankles, calf muscles, knees, thighs, waist, tummy, chest, lungs, neck, shoulders, elbows, palms, fingers, lips, ears, nose, cheeks, eyes, forehead, head. Just hold it as a whole unit. Be present in the present. You have given your mind a simple task, just to become aware of your whole body as a one unit. Observe, your thoughts will become lesser and lesser, completely engaged with your physical body. Feel it. Show gratitude to the Lord for giving you a beautiful physical body. It is amazing instrument. Show gratitude to every living cell of your body, numbering trillions of them. Each one is contributing. Thank them. The cells of every organ are very unique in function, style, and their sensitivity. Thank them. Their skill, their efficiency. Thank them. When the mind is going away, bring it back to your own physical body's presence with gratitude. We are never conscious of our body fully as we are today, now. Thank every organ for supporting us. When every cell and every part of the body is peaceful, then we can withdraw from the body and start entering into deeper states of meditation. Bring back your attention to the body. If you feel you are abusing any organ of your body, tell it sorry and respect the organ, and promise that you respect the organ from now onwards. Without the body, there is no life, no spiritual work, no spiritual progress. Become fully conscious of your body and make the mind quiet. See it, the quietening of the mind is happening because I just arrested my mind to the feel of my presence of the body. Hold it gently. Be conscious of your body, but keep it in a relaxed condition. Relax any part of your body with your thought by doing thought massage, but be conscious of your body. Hold it tight without any movement. Then alone we can withdraw our attention and start focusing on our mind. This first step has to be practiced twice or thrice in a day. For about 5 minutes. As you become an adept in it, you can achieve the result of holding the body without any movement, stress and strain in a couple of minutes. It is like bringing the flight onto the runway, ready to take off. If the body is healthy, held tightly, without any movement, I can launch my rocket of my mind into the deeper layers of space of meditation, inner space. Gently relax the body. You can move your feet and palms and the spine also. Relax your shoulders. Warm up your eyes with your palms. And slowly open your eyes and look at Bhagavan Krishna, Krishna's idol, Pratishtita Krishna यहाँ पे. Look into Bhagavan's eyes and offer thanks to him. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om.